All right, tell me a little bit about Sydney Manning and how she's contributed to the team this year.
Well, Sydney Manning, I think early on knocked down threes, and people understood that she's a shooter. She's more than just a shooter. She can defend, she can rebound, she can handle the ball, pass. I've been really impressed with her production in many areas. So I think she's been a big lift for us off the bench.
As big as it was to get that Drake victory, I'm sure Sunday was the big win also that you were hoping to see your Lady Bears get.
Going into the weekend, our staff had talked about if we beat Drake, we really need to win on Sunday. If we don't beat Drake, we really need to win on Sunday. So we knew Sunday was going to be a big game regardless. You expend so much energy in that Friday game against Drake. Just really proud of our team for digging deep, and finding a way to have the energy and the enthusiasm to come up with a really tough win against a really good opponent on Sunday.
And now it's on the road with SIU. What are you looking at here?
Well, I think for us, we're in an interesting situation now where we're going to go in with the exact same game plan. Why would we change our game plans at this point? But everyone we play will have a different game plan. They're going to make their adjustments. So we have to be prepared for new things. We have to be prepared to make in-game adjustments, and we've got to be sharp. And I think our players understand that.
Talking about being sharp, you guys are halfway through the midpoint of the conference play. How are you keeping, what struggles do you see maybe possibly that you guys need to work on to stay this sharp?
Well, I think just as a coach, when your team is winning, you always worry about a little complacency setting in. So we're trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Just trying to make sure that we still do the things that we need to do. For instance, we're going to go back and really work hard on our basic defense and make sure that we feel really good about doing that. Reviewing all our quick hits, making sure we're sharp there. We still add a few things each week to keep us, on our toes and be able to throw new wrinkles at our opponents as well. But it's just really a mindset, just making sure our team has the right mindset every day.
It seems like over this stretch, the freshman five have done a great job of really stepping up and kind of getting a feel for the program. Looking at Maya in particular, every player I've talked to keeps praising her kind of technical ability to hold on to the ball and use it. Have you kind of seen the same thing?
Yeah, we recruited Maya as a high-energy point guard who could distribute the basketball, get to the basket and score. And, I think what we've seen is her teammates love playing with her. I've been really impressed with her defense and how she has improved tremendously over the course of the season, and I feel great right now. We put her in, I think she's going to defend, and that's been really exciting with this entire freshman group. But I think Maya can really play in the open floor and is feeling a lot more comfortable now than she did even early in the season. So bringing her off the bench is a great spark plug.
And when we talk to the freshmen, they talk about the comfort level. They credit the veteran leadership a lot as helping them get there. Obviously, Danielle's the first one to talk about, but Alexa's generally the second. Coming here towards the end of the season, what has Alexa shown you in her junior year?
Well, I think Alexa has a different approach than maybe Danielle would. Danielle's given them her advice, and then Alexa's advice may be a little bit different, but I think Alexa's pretty poised, pretty even keel, and pretty consistent in terms of what she's doing. And I also think Alexa had different struggles throughout her freshman year, and she's able to provide some experience to our young players. Hey, when this happens, maybe you can do this. And I think, it's good. And they really respect Alexa. I think one of the biggest things that she has going for her in terms of leadership is the respect. You can't deny a player working as hard as she does. And I think that the young ones definitely look up to her for that.
The other thing that seems to stick out the most is her love of the game. I don't think I really ever see her where she's not out there smiling or laughing or helping someone out. And she talked about her positivity. Do you see that as well as kind of part of her character?
Yeah, I think Alexa this is just what she wants to do. She just wants to play basketball, and she wants to practice basketball. I think that as much as anything is a unique thing. A lot of people want to play. She wants to practice. And whether it's with our team or on her own by herself in a gym, she's getting up a lot of shots. She's working on her game. She's trying to be the best she can be. And I think that's what she just enjoys doing. And it's really, when you talk about gym rats, that term gets thrown out loosely. I think these days, she's a certified gym rat.
So looking at the standings, you guys are sitting up top, of course, with Drake and Unite close by. you know, how do you look at the standings and say, you know, what you got to worry about them too, obviously, but who else do you have to worry about?
Well, you know, we just don't want to take anybody lightly, and there are a lot of teams in the league that could beat us. If we don't play well, we could lose, and I think we understand that as a staff. I think our players understand that. We've been in some games that were close till the fourth quarter, and I think our players understand we have to be sharp. We need to be better than we were the first time. I think an interesting position now when you are sitting in first place, when you come to play, everybody wants to beat you now. Everybody is looking at this game. They want to try to knock off Missouri State, so it's going to be important that we don't take anybody lightly because anything can happen on any night.
So speaking of that, how do you keep the pressure from getting to you guys?
You know, I think we've been the underdog so long now. I'm not sure that the players feel that pressure yet, and maybe we will. Maybe if we're fortunate enough to win a few more games, maybe they'll start feeling that. But right now, I think they're just enjoying things and they're having fun. And I think a lot of times when you just worried about what you're doing, the execution piece, and just enjoying yourself, you just don't think about the pressure. I hope that's the case.
Well, I guess the nice win was Drake, but I think the better win was coming back and getting that second W after it, correct?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Kellie really wanted us, we were happy we beat Drake, but she wanted us to stay focused and get UNI, so it was good to see both of those wins.
Lately, I've noticed that Sydney Manning kind of has your hair and has been doing really well as well. Just what have you seen out of her?
Yeah, I mean, she obviously can shoot, but, you know, she's actually really good on defense. She gets a lot of steals here and there. She's scrappy. You know, I think she has a really good overall game that I think a lot of people look past because they see a shooter, but she can do a lot more than that.
And it just seems like the freshmen in particular are not playing like freshmen right now.
Yeah, no,
that's what you need.
Definitely not. I mean, they come in every game and they make an impact. You know, we count on them. Like, without them, you know, there's a lot, we wouldn't have won those, you know. We rely on them and they bring everything we need to the court.
And then just for this week, what are you and the Lady Bears looking at?
Yeah, I mean, we want to continue to focus on us. You know, we're happy we won those games, but it's time to move on next game. So we got to keep our heads down, keep working, you know, and just continue to grow ourselves and just focus on the next game.
So talking about, you know, you guys got 9 games left,
Yeah.
and then you got 5 road games left. You know, how do you kind of keep that mindset of, you know, we're going on the road, especially struggling so early on with road games?
Yeah, I mean, I think now that we've played those really tough games in the beginning, it's not, I mean, I don't want to say easier, but it's just we're prepared for it. You know, they just kind of got us ready, and we don't want to lose anymore, so we just want to keep going, keep building on that, continue to get better.